everyone, it's Kumo-chan, and yes, that's how you actually say it. I don't normally do content like this, as you know, as I normally do gacha, but as for Christmas, I had gotten Bungo Stray Dogs 1, and earlier today, I got Beast. I decided, hey, let's compare the two. So yeah. So obviously, for example, on this one, and there is a little extra thing, but on this one, it is blank. Let's just start with that. But one thing I can say that is similar is the little extra page on this side. Let me read it out. Obviously, it won't be much, as it's manga. A single bowl of Shazuki tea over rice, pickled plums, shredded seaweed, some leftover chicken from the evening meal, covered in piping hot tea seasoned with dried stripes of konbu. Ah, how sweet it was. The Shazuki I made for myself on the sly in the orphanage's kitchen. Although it must be said, I'm so hungry I could die. That is the normal original Bungo Stray Dogs. Now let's have a look at Beast. This one's got even less words. When he came to the end of this road, Akutagawa believed that he would die. It's not the same as, it's not talking about starving, but there is one common theme between these two. They felt like they could die. I may not be talking about this as if I'm actually going into a proper observation, but this is the best way I can describe from the smaller details, so I can try and come up with a big thing at the end, as I haven't really thought this through myself, to be honest. I just decided, hey, that's a lot different to what I remember. Anyway, so this one begins showing Akutagawa's past. It takes up quite a few pages until he meets Dazai, who stole his sister. And then we get to the same point that the other one started with. Straight after that. So let me compare, even though it's pretty awkward about how I keep on doing this. So, let me show the difference partially. A single bowl of Shazuki tea over rice, pickled plums, shredded seaweed, some leftover chicken from the evening meal, smothered in piping hot tea, seasoned with dry strips of konbu. Ah, how sweet it was. The Shazuki I made for myself on the sly in the orphanage's kitchen, though it must be said, I'm so hungry I could die. Many of us are sushi, and under certain circumstances, have left me at death's door. Kicked out of the orphanage, no food, no shelter, not even brave enough to steal. Now I find myself here. I know I have to rob in order to steal, but we have no need of your ilk. Find yourself a ditch somewhere and curl up and die. Shut up. I refuse to go that easily. I need to live. I'll attack the next man who passes by and steal some money. Someone's incoming. Okay, be the guy after this. Oof. Whoa, are you alright? You were swept up by the current. I'm safe then? Ch. Did you just say ch? Was it you who interrupted my exhortation? Interrupted. I was trying to help you. What? Apologies. Are you unfamiliar with the term? I meant to convey I was committing suicide. Huh? I was endeavouring to shuffle off this mortal coil, and you had to involve yourself. Such a bother. Okay. Huh? Why is he mad at me? Well, my intent was to pursue a clean, pure suicide, one that was supposed to impose no one. Yet you were nevertheless entangled, so I must offer you some sort of recompense for this awful impostor. Are you hungry, lad? I actually haven't had anything to eat in several days. Nor have I. And the river has landed in my wallet. Okay, why do they keep giving Dazai the weird words? Anyway. I thought you'd at least treat me to lunch for rescuing you. Huh? Don't. Huh? Me? Hello? Is this where you being stupid oaf? Yeah, I'm just gonna go after that bit, because there's a lot less in here, I believe, because I almost straight after this, it goes to the next bit when. Anyway. And then 4.5 years passed. Springy mochi and a warm, sweet red bean soup, with piping hot chocolate tea as a personal cleanser. I'd like to try it someday, but right now, I'm afraid to say I might starve to death. No, I cannot let myself die here. Not until I save my sister and kill that man. Magort. He tries eating it. That's quite a way to greet people. Blocking my attack so easily. Calm down. I was just worried you're on all fours eating weeds. Let me go. What are you doing? I don't like abandoning people when they're hungry. I don't need your pity. Who are you? Me? My name is Oda. Sakyonosuke Oda. Wait. Why am I reading it like that if I already know? Sakyonosuke Oda. Blah, blah. A member of the Armed Detective Agency. The Armed Detective Agency? Yeah. And that's 2 different beginnings. This one is a little bit longer though, as we go through a lot more to show he's the tiger. Which really sad because that is so long. Just before we could even get into it. Anyway, for the bomb bit, we can see in this Atsushi deciding to cover the bomb with himself, just so he could save others. But in Akutagawa's case, in Beast, what he did was attack the enemy. So he used Rashomon to attack him, so he wouldn't have the chance to bomb people. He's a little upset here. Which is actually quite a difference and quite a view in the 2 characters. It may seem like I'm describing it wrong, but I have quite a few ideas and different things. For example, Atsushi acted like that as he has no bad intent. He hasn't been witness to bad intent as much as Akutagawa has. You might say he has been through trauma, he's been hurt, he's seen death or whatever, but he hasn't wanted to go into it, as we find out later on in Bungo Stray Dogs. He is haunted by someone who traumatized him, because that's the best way I can give the words. I'm sorry, I can't really give off that many spoilers in case someone is only hearing about the first bit and they haven't really watched the other seasons. He is held back by someone who has hurt him in the past, because he said not saving people, or you have to be weak to not save people or something. Him, on the other hand, and even without all of the stuff that has happened with Dazai, his friends were killed and his sister was taken away at probably, I'm guessing, 14. Because, so that is actually quite a bit of a difference, even if it's not obvious in some kind of ways. I don't know how I keep backtracking, but he feels like he has to save people because of what he's been told, and he is just trying to live and protect people, and not people but his friends. He cares about his friends and he does not want them to be hurt. So we have actually a little bit to go off of there. I can't really go into this, but I can actually read all of it if you want. I can't really ask to give an example. I will do it. I will read a certain bit. So in this one, we meet Akutagawa from trying to kill them, which isn't really the best introduction, actually. But on this one, which is coincidentally, instead of Akutagawa trying to kill Atsushi, it's seeing Atsushi try and kill someone else entirely. He was trying to kill Dazai. If I can find the bit, I hate looking for stuff. Right here. So, with that in mind, I will be able to give off just some quick ideas, even because I don't want to go too far into this, otherwise I'd be spending an hour, and this has no script, so I'm just trying to come up with this on the spot, which is really, really stupid, and I shouldn't be doing that. Anyways, I can't really do a proper difference because I'm not that good at describing things. So the best things I can do is give you off a bit of an idea of what I'm trying to say. For example, they both are starving. They haven't had anything to eat. They really want some of their favorite food or some food they want to try. They meet someone while they were suffering. They got introduced to the armed detective agency, and without them knowing, they got kind of like, they were kind of tested with both the bomb scenario. With Atsushi, he covered the bomb, but with Akutagawa, he tried killing the attacker. Then, if we continue, I'm not going to go into the extra things that one has. When they were doing the actual eating thing, from what I can see, it is Atsushi trying to guess Dazai's job and such, and he was trying to. Sorry, I'm trying to find the other page, and this is the background. And he was trying to guess Dazai's job. Dazai's things like reward for guessing his previous job was high. We also got so much stuff about just showing about guessing the jobs. It's more of a friendly banter thing. But on this one, instead of it starting off really friendly and I'm sorry going well, it's I'm sorry, and he's just staring, and he keeps on apologizing to Akutagawa. That's what Tanizaki did. I don't know how to speak Japanese. I need to stop reading. I'm trying to name stuff out. So instead it's more of a tense thing, and before we can even get into guessing his previous job, properly, because without them even guessing the previous jobs, because it automatically went to Akutagawa trying to save the people his newfound friends, because there's stuff going to be dropped on them, and that's actually pretty different. The one other difference I can say in these books, this one, it shows them being the pop mafia trying to hurt them. Pretty simple, pretty, I don't know, reasonable stuff for hearing about a detective agency or whatever. This one has a way different approach. For example, I'm sorry, this is so awkward for you. Atsushi going up to Dazai. I will read what it says out because there's not even that much out. But it's Atsushi. I've come at your summons. Enter. Yes, sir. Lower your head, raid captain. Show some respect to the boss. I'm sorry, don't mind me laughing. I just can't imagine Chia like defending Dazai like that. I'm sorry. It's fine, Chia. My apologies, sir. Well done as usual. I'm glad to welcome you back here. Thank you very much, Dazai-san. What? Call him boss, apprentice? You want me to kill you? No, Chia. What does that matter? I'd like to speak with him in private. Leave us alone for a bit, Chia. Huh? The hell are you talking about? He's not even a leader or secretary. Just what the rank and file. Just meeting him is a special case to end all special cases. Why is that? I can trust in that sushi-gun. I don't trust isn't the issue. What if he's manipulated with a skill? What if someone stuck a bomb inside of him unawares? If you know that's what happened before, you know there's no way I can permit you to be alone with him. Permit me, and ask for your permission, Chia. You're just one of the leaders, and I'm the boss. And in the Port Mafia, orders are absolute. You need to respect the chain of command here. Oh, do I now? Well, fine, have it your way. You let the boss die, and you'll pay apprentice. His head is mine to take one someday. Oh dear. I'm a man he despises and wants to kill, but as boss he has to guard me. It's fun to watch you pinball between the two. But I do wonder if I go too far at times like this. At ease, Atsushi-kun. I've heard how your mission went. You were down an enemy platoon all by yourself. Yes, sir. The band you defeated was a mercenary team hired by an overseas warlord, but there's a minister pulling the strings. The Port Mafia has secured most of the sailing rights to nearby waters in the past 4 years. That must be why they plotted that assassination. I'm sure this failed attack will give the minister even more to have headaches over. So, moving on, let me explain your next mission. With Tagawa-kun joining the agency in Yokohama, the plans past Phase 2. It's time to prepare for Phase 3. The agency? Phase 3? What are you talking about? It's a vast plan, Atsushi-kun. Massive enough to make you lightheaded. And your hard work is indispensable for it. I'm counting on you, Atsushi-kun. Your fearless fighter, downing foes without changing expression. The Port Mafia's White Reaper. Fearless. That's not true at all. If anything, I'm a timid person. Whenever it's being shot at or shredding my own blood, I'm scared of it all. But the reports say you continuously massacred seasoned soldiers. Right, the same look on your face the whole time. Yes, I'm scared of battle, but I never sweat at all. And I never quiver the tiniest bit. Like a perfectly calm lady, I never react. Ever since that time, you mean the day you ignored my orders and took action? That incident. No, I think you're right. You are a timid soul. You used to be a cowardly boy reaching for way even without enemies before your eyes. But ever since that day, you changed. You know why? Because it takes fear to drive fear away. Since that day, you felt a constant fear, one that beyond what you can handle. It's never lets up for a second, and it's taking your ability to react to any other fear. Guns, knives, murderers, foes. None of them can reach all the way to your heart, because you already have a monstrous fear stretching out over it, and you still can't escape from that. The fear that he's dead. No, I'm not afraid. Please, Dazai-san, give me your orders right this instant. I never turn your back to your commands again. Never, ever, ever. I'll place my trust in those words. Now let me tell you about the next plan. Jin-chan, the map please. Right here. Atsushi-kun, your next target is the Armed Detective Agency. That isn't how Beast ends. It's a little bit off, because why would you be hearing about the Port Mafia? Why would you be hearing about and how they want to go after the Armed Detective Agency? Because we never really have any reason to at this point. I'm pretty sure the main point of this book, most people believe the main point of books is if Well, that they is that they do not that they do not reveal what's going to happen. It's kind of like a surprise, right? So that is why I want to bring up the difference with the other one. Because the other one is Dazai, right? Who's in the detective agency, not Oda. Oda died. Which reminds me to mention this one scene. If I can find it, because I hate looking for stuff. I might even have to pause the video before I can find it. No, I went past it. I did go. We're being emo. The food scene. Oh, here it is. Right here. People live to save themselves. It's something they realize right before they die, huh? He was right. I could really go for some curry. And then it's Beast Dazai, being all confused, sitting at his desk after seeing the scene from the actual universe, which is interesting. Now as I feel like it should be a bit relevant now, what is actually the main difference between how the other one begins and how it ends and such? Which this bit is many pages. Way more than what I just read, and that took up like 7 minutes. Hello? Huh? You have a job list for us. So you wanted to investigate something. What sort of? You are stunning. Such fleeting glory, like the petals of a water lily, and such touching sweetness. What? How would you like me to join me in a lover's suicide? I'm sorry, forgot about him. How could we help? I'm calling you upon because our company's building. Some people of low character are hanging about. Right back to normal. She must be used to weirdos. Low character, you say? How so? I can't be bothered reading this. It's basically she kind of just like explains what happens. So she gets advice about Akutagawa. A little emo scene with Mori. Oh yeah, Dazai singing. Let me find it. Let me find the lyrics. You can't make a lover's suicide by yourself. Look. What am I doing in my life? You can't have a lover's suicide by your lonesome. Find yourself a partner and let the end come. Yeah, I would sing this. I just can't sing actually. Yeah. So, they continue. So yeah, continue. They find out who Gucci is actually part of the Pop Mafia. She's a new member, which... Oh, and there's a shock scene. And then we basically have them fighting, which is really different compared to the thing. I mean, they both end in the Port Mafia, sure, but this one is them being attacked. This one we get to actually see the plans, which is actually a really different thing. Actually, you should actually read the back, actually, because that would actually be really interesting. So, the Bungo Stray Dogs, the original universe, ejected from the orphanage that had been his home, a despairing boy with no prospects in life named Atsushi Nakajima rescues a peculiar man from a suicide attempt. Assigned by Dazai. It turns out Dazai is part of an armed detective agency staffed with individuals whose supernatural powers take on a literally bent. When Nakajima was engaged by Dazai and his associate Kurikita to hunt down a man-eating tiger terrorizing the region. Little does Nakajima suspect that the encounter will transform his life forever. Now, before I read Beast Split, I'm just gonna... I'm running out of breath, man. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring you here. The back of Beast is a little bit different in this description, obviously. A path that could have been. In the world of Bungo Stray Dogs, Minazuka Hachigawa is infamous for being one of the Pop Mafia's dangerous members. But what if his past had turned out differently? When Dazai decides to pass on in taking an orphaned Hachigawa, the boy ends up being recruited by none other than the armed detective agency. With his sister still in the Mafia's clutches, Hachigawa will stop at nothing to take her back. However, standing in his way is the Port Mafia's top enforcer, the White Viper, Atsushi Nakajima. As darkness and light face off in a twisted mirror of what could have been, a new tale begins to take shape. That's a little bit different, obviously. Obviously, as you can see here, they're like two different point of views. But I haven't got to this bit yet, but because of spoilers, I know this. It's not just because of Dazai recruiting Hachigawa. It's pretty obvious that the day I met Dazai, the difference for Oda, which is actually what could have started this whole thing about him becoming the boss and all, is because instead of being close like he wasn't becoming to know him and getting friends like he did in the original, which again I only know because of bloody spoilers. Like, stop sending me spoilers. But in Beast, he's pretty, I don't know, empty towards him, really shallow, doesn't really give people the vibe of, oh yeah, we can hang out with him. So he doesn't really give off a vibe and doesn't really make him join. Because of that. Which ended up actually him making him join the armed detective agency, which Dazai would have if he had if he left the port when he left the Paul Mafia. Together gets taken in by Oda, just like Atsushi would of it by Dazai in this. So what this is actually kind of saying as the contrasts I'm making, I don't know how I'm wording all of this, I don't know how I'm wording nearly half an hour in, the difference is that unlike everything else, it's the main thing that you can really get on, and the difference in personalities is that Dazai over here and Sushi switch places with Oda and Akutagawa, which actually, I don't know why I keep acting like this, which bring this into a whole other direction, because, well, if none of them was there, it could have planned out on how the world probably could have been if everyone just didn't do the entire act of betrayal thing and everything was just normal. But we know this is a fictional world. We can't have peace. But it's really, really interesting to hear about this. And even though I can't really describe this well and I can't really go into the words, I can at least give some opinions on this. And this is the best opinions I can give. While I'm here, I might as well show. I don't have these in order. I have 1, 4, which 4 is in English, obviously, and then 8, which is in German, I think. Yeah, I think it's German. Yeah, it's like, you can flip it if you want, but it literally says something like, "Team projectile I use comfort in understand." Oh yeah, just so you know, yes, I did purposely go on to the corruption scene. I don't know. I find that interesting. So, as a little side note, I can read this page, and this this page from number 4, because it's a little bit more fun to actually read and see. Because hell, what the other things are just way too. Because I've been ranting about them far too long. So I'm gonna be showing you a junk cheer. Listen to me. Can you believe what the boss said yesterday? Here we go again. I wonder if Dazai-kun might come back. Do you suppose he will? Chu-kun, his ex-best friend? God, can you believe it? It's like he's telling me he hates the current 5 leaders. Haha. I agree with our boss. I doubt he'll return, though. Oh, damn it. I gotta call that bastard Dazai a piece. Give that bastard Dazai a piece of my mind. Blue mackerel. Calling mobile. He's not gonna pick up. Man, he's drunk. And now at the back. Huh? Snail. He won't pick up. Obviously not. Let me see that. Ooh, hello? Hello, Daz. I can't be a little uncareful, are we? I think you're better to change your number. But what's so sad? It's been ages since my own phone, so. Hey, why did he pick up the moment you called? What is he? Psychic? Give me that. Go Dazai. Damn it, that bastard hung up. Some water for him, please. Did he really pick up? Not at all. I was just testing how drunk he was. So there's a little funny scene, because I have the other books they got with me. I don't know why I'm doing this, if I'm honest. I can... Ooh, is there something different? Oh yeah, this one's got a book for some reason, the other one's plain. Well, I guess. Oh, I guess I can also show you the contents page. So in this one, the table of contents thing is that sushi alone with paper trailing behind him. Pretty damn emo, if I'm honest. And in this one, it's actually Dazai, Chia, and sushi, which gives off the Port Mafia vibe, obviously, which is a lot different. What do you think? So that's a difference. Why have I been doing this so long? I actually lost track the second I start talking about the other thing because I was bored. Oh my god! I did not just drop it. Shut up. Nope. I totally didn't drop the other one while trying to pick the first one up. Okay, so that did not happen, and you did not see it happen. Okay? But as you can see, you have trouble explaining. Probably I've been stuttering between like half this video. Probably would have been like 20 minutes if I didn't. Still have actually managed to give you my own opinion, to mention a few small differences and read some stuff out. I guess I can give you my opinion on this, like every good YouTuber does, even though I am not a good YouTuber and I barely upload, and my classmates from primary and high school are probably gonna make fun of me now. Anyway, in my opinion, he really liked Bungo Stray Dogs, and the thing it came up with, it's a semi-slow pace at the beginning that goes through everything and explains about what you're kind of looking for, right? But in Beast, it's kind of just showing everything. It shows his backstory, him joining the agency and stuff really quickly, and then it shows the Port Mafia for like ages, and then a little cute scene with the ADA, and then back to Port Mafia. It's pretty dark. Which makes it interesting if I'm honest. With this one, it's more of a slow pace. You'll get used to it. You'll like it. It'll get really good in season 5 kind of thing. This one, I know it's a pretty short series, and I've only read the first one so far. I can't tell you that much about this But from what I do know is that this is honestly a really good book that has an actual proper description and to give me a better idea of the characters, if I'm honest. For example, if Actigal wasn't bad, he wouldn't be so rude to people. Sure, as we can see, him looking normally makes people scared because they think he's glaring. But when you see what he will do for people when he's good to them, he would try and help them with words like, "Did that burn anyone?" But that's what he could have been like. He could have been good if he was never dragged into the port mafia. He could have been with the ADA. He could have helped people. He could have saved people. If Dazai left and was enjoying the ADA, if he was picked up by Dazai while Dazai was in the ADA, they went a really, really good path after everyone knows and loves them and such. It's really, really just depressing about seeing what could have happened to the characters as if a slight thing changed. Which in this is just a symbol, which at this, if you find the root of it, the thing that started all these changes was just Dazai not becoming friends with Oda while he was there and just being distant. That is an entirely different story. That's like, it brought up an entirely different story, still rooted from the same ideas. It's just not the same as what you think it would be. And I find that really, really interesting, to say the least. Yeah, anyway, I'm so sorry for forcing you to listen to my giant rant thing, and I am so sorry, by the way, for not even having good quality, bad lighting. I just had my light on, not being in correct poses, because I'm kind of half laying down, and before I just sat there, and really not having the best setup, as you can see behind me, and what I'm wearing and such, and all. But I actually really hope that what I've done is good, and if you want, I can even put pictures of the pages on a different video so you can see it if you don't have Beast, because in my opinion Beast took me forever to find. So if you want, I can screenshot all the pages, make a video showing all the pages, so then you can just read them on my video if that's what you want. If I get at least one comment saying that, I probably might. But yeah, I hope you enjoy that video. My hair's a mess. I probably shouldn't have done this while my hair's a mess in really scruffy clothes, but yeah, I actually did something that I believe, even if I don't like, I will be able to look back on later when I actually have knowledge on this and go, what the fuck was I saying? Anyway, I hope you enjoy my video. I hope I'll get at least... I hope I get at least one subscriber from this, if I'm honest. Or at least a few likes. I'm really dehydrated, sorry. Because my biggest video so far has been only 13,000, which is... By only 13,000, I mean the next video, the next few videos underneath went straight to 1,000, which is really depressing, because of how little time I spent on it and how I basically just stole my friend's characters from when I used to be in a collab. We do not talk about that, okay? We don't talk about it. But I can definitely say is that if this video gets me attention, I will probably do more like this. I'll probably try to get a better setup. I'll probably try not to be my gacha phase. I can have that on a different account. And I can have a proper account where I just do things like this, talk about things from other things, do requests. That would be kind of fun. I don't know, if people like stuff like this, I can actually try and improve what I've been doing. Try act calm in my videos, don't do all the stuttering. And I can give ideas. I can, maybe next time I can edit it. I'm not editing for a 40-minute video right now. Because now after school, I am too lazy for that. School is exhausting. Anyway, please like, comment, hopefully subscribe. Actually, if anything, I just want views. I should not be saying this, but yes, give me at least one view, which you probably have, and I'll be happy. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go and make my thumbnail now, and you'll be able to go and see wherever this monstrosity is before I can even question what I made, because I am too freaked out that I decided to do this to even decide. Okay, what is wrong with me? Okay. Anyway, bye. Okay, it's just opening the poses.